Is that all set up for my one webcam? Yeah, for some reason. That's about right. Oh, microphone. It's always something. Oh, and lights. Yeah, I'm out of it today, but lights are easy. At least I got my lights, camera, action. Let's read here. There we go. There's better. I was like, lights. How is everyone today? Wow. I'm like just getting into things, but I'm kind of finishing up the work week. I was thinking about a lot of work stuff and stuff that's going to have to get done next week, which is good. It's going to be a busy day of a busy week of productive stuff, but I've already started planning in my mind what I'm going to have to start working on or how I'm going to approach my work for next week. And as usual, nobody will really appreciate me exactly what I do, but it'll pay benefits in the long run for them, for our team to be able to do what we do. I'm not going to get too much. Well, welcome to Friday. I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch. Today, have a little Diet Coke. Why not? Have a little cheers Diet Coke with me for welcoming the weekend in soon enough, I believe, for most of us. Either the weekend's here or it'll be here soon enough. Just you feel that relaxation. Diet Coke. So today, what we're going to do, though, is we're going to have a 50-50 stream. The first 50%, by that I mean, will be Microsoft Flight Simulator content. I don't know where we're going to go. I don't know what we're going to fly around in. I always have ideas before stream, and then I wipe them out beforehand because why, why not decide right after the stream starts? I mean, everything else I get going, but exactly what we're going to fly in and where we're going to go. I mean, after all, somebody might suggest something or might have a request. Usually they don't. I mean, people don't really come to the stream for the first, 30 minutes anyway, which is fine. That's the way streams work. You don't get too many people in the first few minutes who are just like, again, I've been waiting all day for Kench to start streaming. Finally. Sometimes, though, occasionally I do get people like that. Not often. All right, here's my beautiful controller. Here is the Microsoft Flight Simulator screen, the main screen we're so familiar with. Yeah, something I want. Oh wait, is there something I want to check to see if there's something new in the marketplace? New releases, dangerous airports. I might have to check that out later. K-46 Pegasus, KC-46, the tanker, right? Ooh, right. Aerial refueling platform. Oh my goodness. Look at all the stuff that opens up. This is I don't really get these big planes often at all. But these ones that are more specialty, like the refuelers, they got the probe. I don't think you can actually have two planes do in-flight refueling in the game. Is the only thing. I mean, you can kind of pretend to, and then you can kind of push a button on the receiving plane and adjust its fuel levels. But I don't think there's like the lock-on effect because I know there's airplanes that have the probes that would fit into those refueling receptacles here or whatever. I don't know how it works. Interesting. Maybe there's a way of finding out online. This does look like it's only $20. I mean, $20 is $20 though. Let me think about it. It's liveries, so these are paint jobs, and finally, okay, this is the other tiger. So I bought one of the tigers, right? And I heard about this. They said, well, there's two coming. There's actually two coming out, and so you'll have one of them because there was no F5Es, and I guess people at the same time said we're gonna do them. Yeah, it looks just a lot like the other F5. Does it have the chute, the drogue chute? Hold on a second. I want to see back here. Yeah, it's that chute right there. Okay, interesting. Wonder if it's operable in this one. I want to read about this a bit. Side view mirrors, scratch canopy. Great. Da 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 da. Bunch of paint schemes. Doesn't say anything about having a drogue chute. What does accurately modeled ejector seat mean? I just want to see though, because I already have one of the F5s. I think having two F5s might be super cool. It's only $24. I can almost justify that. No, I can't. I want to buy the Zeppelin. That's $30. So I got to kind of budget the whatever I'm gonna do. These are on sale. Okay, no, pass. Not needed. Okay, this looks like it could be interesting. All right, see, this is what I want to get here. They call it the LZ-129 or the Hindenburg. It's a monster too, almost 12 gigabytes. Comes all these dudes. Oh, there you go. I'm flying around. You're welcome, Mistress Mort and her party of suspiciously non-active view bots, or whatever we'd like to be called. But that's all right. I acknowledge your presence, including Mistress Mort. Thank you for coming by. I was just looking through the catalog here of things you can buy. Because this bad boy here, what they call from Red Wing, this just came out, and it's gonna be. I mean, look how humongous. This is, I think, the Bay Area. I mean, look how much content we could get out of this. I'm trying to justify a $30 expenditure on a plane. It's definitely not like anything else I have. You may not know much about the history, though. There's all this history. I was thinking I could bring up an article about what happened with the Hindenburg, and, I could make the title of my show, "Oh, the Humanity," because that's where the phrase "oh, the humanity" came from in a way. This guy was reporting from the ground of the arrival of the Hindenburg, this giant airship, in New Jersey, and it's possible that static electricity caused the hydrogen to explode in the gas bags. It was still fairly low, but a bunch of people were injured. I think some people died. This guy was like filming. He's like, "It's on fire. Everything's burning. Although there's people jumping out of the windows. Oh, the humanity! Oh, the humanity!" It's a really famous black and white news clip, and I wonder if we can find that and do it on the show. So I've got this whole plan for a show, kind of with information and a clip. That clip has to be in the public domain by now, because it's from literally the 1930s. It's 90 years old. So anyway, long story short, I'm not going to buy it today though, because I still have for one thing, when I do buy planes, I buy them off stream because it takes 10 minutes just to download them. So I'm not going to do that. Where could we go today? I mean, yesterday we skipped Europe, but I don't think we need to today. Oh, there's so many little things. This is Copenhagen, which we've done to death. Hamburg. We did this area last time, and I was thinking we went to Munich, or Münster. So I'm thinking I was thinking, well, we could head this way, but I think we should do the Essen to Dusseldorf run. Excuse me. Yeah, I can just buy planes, but it's the upkeep that kills you. It's not the actual cost of the plane. It's the cost of keeping it, storing it, and keeping it maintained. Okay, where is an airport? Okay. Oh. Well, we could take off from Dusseldorf and kind of head northeast along this corridor here. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. I don't know if I'm familiar with this airport anyway, so it'll probably be new to me. All right. But Not in the quickie, just because we took the quickie out. We took the dragonfly out. What do I feel like flying? I don't know. Yeah, I know. My huge fleet of planes here. But no, I mean, in real life, they are, first of all, the plane's expensive, and then you have to pay insurance on it every year, and then the upkeep is ridiculous. So you better be super rich if you're just going to own a plane for your own use. Yeah, it's for richy riches. Now, some planes are used for commercial purposes, and they effectively, you get paid to fly them, but it's not your plane. But this is just, pretend planes. I like it. All right, what are we going to fly in? The Robin Cap 10? Because we haven't been in that in years. And it's a pretty easy flying plane. Or is that the... No, the problem with this plane is it's not stable. It's a stunt plane, so it's not fun for flying around. Maybe the Sea Ray, because there's a river. We could land on the river. We could take off and then maybe land on a river. That's always fun. People like water landings. Or is it? The other thing is that don't I have some liveries for this? Not really. Flying around in these classic German planes is always kind of a thrill. Oh, we haven't flown around in the F4F Wildcat recently. So I'll make a command decision to do that since I don't... Times of fleeting. Kavanaugh Flight Museum. Perfect. Takes a little gas outlet. All right. Start it cold and we'll head northeast. We're going to do this thing that I always do for my streams, which is we start the plane in a cold state. Let's get this going here. In a parked state, we turn it on. I find the most fun challenge is getting the plane going, warmed up, ready for flight, tucked away, called up, and then we'll do a little sightseeing around this part of Germany. And then we'll land, and today's a guitar stream, so I am going to be playing at least these two Killer songs. I'm going to be playing at least two Cat Stevens songs. I'm going to be playing. I'll be practicing this REM song, but I'm not going to sing it because I'm still working on the chord, just the rhythm. And also, I'm also working on, but I still can't sing it. But I'm working. I'm going to get it. It's going to take a while. This is a challenging song. It's that Portugal the Man song called Modern Jesus. Great song. Very, very catchy. Not that hard to play the rhythm part on the guitar. But for some reason, as always, playing and singing at the same time is the real challenge. Especially even if I don't want to memorize the thing. Then I'm probably going to play... I'll play that right. Right. Instead of the two Killer song, I'll probably play... Glycerin, my typical guitar stuff. But I am trying to add a couple songs in. Add an REM song in. It's called Strange Currencies. It was pretty obscure song, and then it got picked up for this show. This show called. Well, you have to memorize. You have to have the chords down. I mean, and then again, just kind of listening to the song over and over again, so I can get into the vibe of how it's sung, and that could be a real challenge. It's not going to sound... I'm not going to be able to sing it like that guy, but that's fine. Okay, it's raining. I don't care. I have control. But first, let's change it to daytime. That's fine. Let's look around. I mean, the rain effects are good. You know what I mean? Hold on a second here. Oh, shit. Why did my controller go out? Let's see if it'll accept it back in. Ah, perfecto. Okay. All right. Rain, but I kind of like the rain effect because it adds that glistening. Kitty, oh Jesus! I'll be back in 1 second. Kitty needs me. He's very, very upset. He can't go in here. Go in there. Oh, now he's so happy. He's such a happy kitty. Oh, cheers! Oh, Diet Coke. Oh, it's a Friday. I know he has to go in the garage and scope it out. And he'll just sit there meowing, kind of clawing at it. He's doing fine. All right. So this plane is cool. One of the things is it's designed for carrier. He's already done, by the way. He's done with that. He can go outside. It's designed for carrier landings, which is why why it folds up for storage on the carriers. Let's see if we can figure out how to get everything started up because it's been a while. Okay, propeller, 100%. Magnetos, oh, those are going to be on. I hope we can turn this on. Oh, yeah, I remember some of these controls are a little wonky. Like this one here, you have to go, right? It doesn't want to go on. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. Smoke, maybe you have to put the battery master on first. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, yeah, there's all that over there. Unfold wings first. Fuel selector. Probably want that to left to right. Main. I don't know. Mixture. Oh, is this the one that has the wonky controls? We may not be able to fly this one. Maybe this is the one that where the controls don't operate until you get things started up, which actually might be kind of realistic. Let's see if we can get some of the power going first before we freak out. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Well, that will come on after. It's like right around here. No? Formation lights. Landing lights. We want those on anyway. This is actually going to start the engine. I don't think we have everything turned on yet. Okay, cowl flaps. That doesn't matter. Hold on. Okay, but eventually that will start the engine. What's this? Headphones, communications, drop tank, jettison, calm volume. Okay, this is all good. We don't need any of this stuff. It's kind of got a lot of stuff. Fuel selectors on main. This is the stuff we have to mess with, though. That we have to mess with. This has to be open, and for some reason, it doesn't. These don't really want to move. That might be a problem. I don't know why there's some lock. Neither the throttle. I guess this will move. If I do right. No. If I do that. Did that move the throttle? See, it didn't even move the throttle. Okay, yeah, this thing's kind of messed up. Because the mixture is closed. And it doesn't seem to want to... Is there something that would unlock it? Vibration effects? Vibration effects? Mixture. Interesting. And there's nothing here that you can move. Okay. And the magneto also won't go on, which is another reason why it wouldn't start up. Interesting. Well, that's kind of disappointing. We can get it started up, but we're gonna have to fake it. I guess this is broken. I'm gonna uninstall it. All right, that's when we're done with this one. There's a cheat called Control E. I'm not sure that's gonna work though. No, it seems to start it up, even though it says cut on there. We can open the wings once it's turned on. Boy, that's some frames. I know. I don't understand any of it either. You're supposed to be able to move these controls here with my mouse, like the mixture. You see, it's yeah, when it turned off. Why did it do that? Oh, it died. It died out. All right, well, we're going to have to fly a different plane. I thought this plane worked. It's interesting. Last time I tried it, I was able to start it. It's not cowl flaps, right? And why is that continuing? Did that ever stop? Prime engine. Was that not the issue? Prime engine. Start engine. Give it some throttle. Does that work? Can I turn? Sometimes you can't turn. Yeah, I can kind of barely turn. All right. Well, we're not going to fight this. By the way, can I close my cockpit thing here? This one here. Why am I moving? All right. Not fun. Okay. Moving right along. That plane has a serious set of maintenance issues. So, but we're going to go to the same airport. I'm just going to make it, I want to make it a daytime. You know, I'll do the same thing, but we'll choose a plane that is in operational conditions. Obviously, that one is. Yeah, I'm gonna mess with it. If, by the way, I'll try it again off stream because I don't, I always do like to rage, but I also like to fly around a bit, And if I can't get it to work from cold, I will uninstall it because I've got other planes I would rather install. Or we're gonna pick something else. I haven't flown this too much, and it's pretty slow. And it's got a couple of these wild fun liveries. But we're gonna depart from here. Oh, is it not gonna let us do this again? I forgot how to fix this bug. No, it's not a bug. Excuse me. Jeez. All right, try a different plane. This one apparently, hopefully I have maintained it so I can actually start it up and take it off. We're just gonna fly around locally. I don't think we're gonna have a lot of time. I have plenty of time. It's the weekend, so technically I don't have. This will be fine. We're gonna fly somewhere shortly. It's the weekend, so I can do like an hour of flight simulator content, and I'm looking forward to flying around a bit. And then we're gonna do about an hour playing the guitar content. So it'll probably, if you need, I know it's late for you in South Africa. If you need to go, if you need to go to sleep anytime, you can always watch the VOD in the morning. It's not necessary for for you to have to stay up extra late. You had a great stream today, though. People just love vibing out with you. Puts out a lot of, oh yeah, really. No, it's the middle of the day. I'm looking forward to a bunch of things I want to do after stream in the afternoon. It's going to be sunny or it's going to be raining later, but it's nice out and there's a lot of things I want to do. I got to get some vacuuming done. It's just shit that needs to get done. But I've been working on morning and then I'm a stream and then I'll finally have like the weekend to kind of. I'm binging the 3 Body Problem on Netflix. But I'm only 1 episode in. But I'm also binging because when I bought my iPad, I got 3 months of free Apple TV. Okay, same place, same issue. It's raining. Let's make it daytime. We'll keep the rain, temporarily make it daytime. Magically make it daytime. Daytime. It's good. So I'm looking forward to more 3 Body. Well, okay, I got 3 months free along with when I upgraded my iPad, which I finally did. So the iPad I had in Vegas is gone finally. I have a new one. Do we have magnetos we got to turn on? No, that's ELT. Throttle works. Parking brake on. Water rudder up. Is there a fuel pump? Glare shield lights. Navigation lights. Strobes. Fires right up. Something was wrong with that plane. It's definitely an issue of an individual plane. I might have had some switch off. Exactly. It is way too soon, by the way. Please do not bring that up. There you go. That's me there. Jeez. Louis. No, it's fine. I'm not sensitive. That's still, I'm like, that's like a story I'll tell my grandchildren. Sorry. I'm more famous than you. Probably not overall, but you never know. But I've been on the planet longer than you, so I probably run into more people than you have who may still remember who I am. But you'd think if I'd made an impression on them, I would have. Let's go for a north departure. I really don't know where we're going. if I'd made an impression on them, they'd want to come to the stream and say hi every now and then. But you know what I mean? People I've known that knew like 4 years ago. Yeah, I want to. IFR is fine. I mean, IFR is instrument flight rules. Technically, I am a visual flight rules person only. This plane does not have it. Oh, right. So now we can ask for it. I think this is a silly rule they have. I'm gonna turn this on separately. All right, which way are we heading? And I'm going to turn off the rain after we get off the ground. Yeah, I do have that nice, the same one Taylor has. This one is pretty new. I mean, to me, and it has this cool feature where you can land on the water. And people really like water. You know, water landings are kind of rad. And there's always a river, you know, like European cities. You're less extroverted than me. Gosh, interesting. I don't think I agree with that, but I see why you're saying it. It's weird. It's kind of hard, and that's mainly because how you define extroverts, you know? I mean, and I think you said it before. It's one thing when the camera's on you and you're talking to people and you have to fill the air space with something. Hello. All right. A few frames there. This always happens around these airports. These airports are quite detailed, even though you can't really see what's going on. Hey, out of the way. But then when you're in a real social situation around real people, you know what I mean? It's a very different story, and that's because the environment is a lot less controlled. You don't know what they're gonna say. You know what I mean? You can't. Where? I don't see any of the traffic below me. Yeah, you get that. It's kind of spurious. We're going to turn off the rain after we cut off the gear. I like taking off and landing in the weather. Yeah, I'm not a people person either, but the point is we both are extroverts where it needs to be, which is that we're capable of talking, you know. And I think a lot of people are when they get right down to it. We're capable of talking into thin air about absolutely nothing for long enough periods of time where people are, yes, well, I'm continuing my taxi, where people are like, oh, he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Or she sounds like, you know, she's got interesting things to say, in your case. And people are like, oh, so what's it like living in Australia? You know what I mean? You get all sorts of things, you know. There's always somebody that you can kind of say, oh, well, I'm from a completely different part of the world, in fact. You know, and it's the same thing with streaming here. Again, as I say, I'm doing, and it's a little differently than you. I mean, what the key difference for me is that I'm doing things that I want to do anyway, every day. I really want to do this stupid playing the Flight Simulator game every day. And I did for years, every day like this before I started streaming. So it's kind of obvious what I was going to do when I streamed. It looked like I was wondering, like, well, it's something I have to do every day. Well, I was already doing exactly what I'm doing here every day. Well, yeah. I mean, you don't want to meet somebody, especially, and like be like, "Can we just be quiet together and stare at each other?" You know? But you know, I was just thinking today. You know, when I was with you in Vegas, you know, it takes a certain. I'm proud. Let me just say, I'm proud of the amount of self-control I had. Because I would never want to lose control and treat you with disrespect. I mean, I know it's weird to say, but you know how I am kind of on stream. I'm kind of like dirty old man kind of guy, sexy senior citizen. You know, what is that plane doing down there? That one down there? We don't care. We're taking off from here. It's plenty of runway. But don't worry, my self-control, and I feel good about myself. My self-control is not an issue. Thank goodness. All right, flaps to there. Tune the tower. Can we request takeoff plans? We're fine. Instrument flight rules is fine. We have instruments. Look, we've got instruments. Okay, 23 left is this one right up here. Ignore those down there. This is 23 left. We're just taking off the like on half of it.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 23 left, catch
All right.
niner, niner, niner.
We're gonna take off in the rain, and we're gonna go up to about 3,000 feet, and then we're gonna turn off the rain so we can see what's going on below. It's funny how you click the button. Where we get some poor friend. I think partially is this weather. The gear area comes up and folds in nicely so that we can land on water if we need to. And push your craft is always very nice and stable for whatever reason. Oh. All right, which direction is north? North is this way.
Tower KENSH niner, niner, niner. Continue for north departure.
I know. Well, I'm trying to be funny. You know, I don't feel the need to be particularly. I don't in anybody's chat, because that's not. I don't find it funny when people come into come into somebody's chat and just are polite. But yeah, you know me. I'm just trying to be funny, and you know, for me, you know, to be funny, you have to push buttons. You have to push the buttons. You know, you gotta think out of. You gotta work out of the box. So for today's flight, you can see there's a cloud over there, and there's a cloud over there. Oh, look at that cloud over there. Oh, and there's a cloud over there. All right, look, I'm tired of it. It's depressing. It's not depressing. It is what it is. You know, without clouds, there'd be no rain. Okay, they wanted to acknowledge that I'm leaving their area. But you know, as I say, I'm gregarious enough to do this. But again, at a party, you could see me, you know, scowling in the corner for hours if there's people there, and just acting like there's nobody there that I really deserves, you know, my attention. I mean, a party of less than 8 people, I would say, you know, that's not really a party. But anything more, and something where I go and people look like they're having a really good time, that's a problem for me. You know, I'm like, ew. Okay, we just took off from there. You can't tell because it was raining. Wait, is he talking to me? No, I don't know what that's about. All right, we're good. All right. So this is the city here of Dusseldorf, and then northeast is Essen. So I am pretty well behaved, but you know, I haven't always been. I don't think everyone always is. You know. That's, I think, why I'm kind of a little reticent at party to kind of get wild. All right, so if we want to listen to those guys all day, we can, but I bet there's also a volume. COM 1 volume on one of these controls, right? Maybe not. Map. Oh, there you go. Interesting. Do you do anything here? I wonder what these mean. That you can turn on and off. But I don't think it means anything. Radios. Okay. I don't know how that works. Anyway, look at that. We have a mapping discontinuity. But one thing I do always enjoy seeing is a nuclear power plant, which I believe this is going to be. They have a lot of them in Germany. I think they're in the process of decommissioning them, so I don't know if they're operating. Yeah, I have to look at my desk a little bit, make sure there's nothing too incriminating. You could tell from the cooling towers that this is a nuclear power plant. That's those big towers. But it's probably, as I mentioned, I believe most of the ones in Germany have already been shut down. They were getting old anyway. Okay, what are the controls in here for propeller? It's just throttle. There's no. Okay, just wondering if there is automatic. Yeah, it's automatic. mixture, I think. Mixture being typically another control. All right, we're going to head up this river here. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go to Google Maps and get to the area here, so I might be able to discuss what's going on here. So, Dusseldorf, Germany. I think there's another one up there, too. It's definitely up and down. There's this big curvy part there. But I think there's the airport is somewhere. Need to figure out where the airport is. I like there's a rail yard. It's a beautiful day as was decreed by me. But we're just going to go up the river and see what there is to see. It looks like there's a city here. And I think that's a smokestack. Yeah, not an observation tower. Yeah, I've got piles of boxes and cables. And it's just a hoarding mess, yeah. Yeah, it's always good to go through stuff, and declutter. It is. I do try to do that every now and then. I mean, considering how much equipment I do have on my desk, it actually is very free of clutter, kind of right in the front where my hands are. But behind the screens, there's I have 3 computers on the desk, a laptop and 2 desktop computers. And the only thing that keeps it from being completely crazy is that all the monitors are supported on arms from the back of the desk, so they don't take up that much room on the actual desktop surface. Okay, these 2 rivers kind of meet here, or is it 3? I don't know what's going on here. I'm trying to figure this out. It's pretty let's pretend it's a beautiful summer day there that we're flying around there. Okay, this is north. All right, hold on a second. I just don't want to fall out of the sky. Okay. There's those things that go up that direction. Ah, yeah. Okay. So this is not Dusseldorf. This is Duisburg, which is north of Dusseldorf. Good. Okay. So that was Dusseldorf. Okay. I don't know this part of Germany that well. And then Essen is to the east of this place. Okay. So this is Duisburg, Duisberg. But I wanted to see if on the map it shows us where, if I can find, it looks like there's another power plant up there. We're going to check it out. So we're going to north of Duisburg, that direction. And right around there, trying to see. Yeah, we'll figure out when we get closer. Probably ought to click on it. Okay. Yeah. I'll check the photo out. But it's funny. I was watching. Okay, I don't know if you're still here. I was watching a young lady streamer, very hot, Novaru. I mean, she looks. She's like kind of like Baby Rainbow with the braces, blonde and very thin, and always wears the teeny bikini. You might be familiar with it, and has gotten quite a few bands. And she was doing the 3 cam meta, right? And like she's like clam cam. The clam cam, yeah, right, yeah. She was doing. She had a camera from behind. She had a camera on her front, like on top of her monitors, and then she had a low camera, which she was calling the clam cam. And at one point, the clam cam froze up. It stopped, and I'm like, and it froze up when she wasn't standing right in front of her screen, so there was nothing there. There was no clam. You know what I mean? The clam had exited the room because because her clam cam had literally frozen up. And I'm like, yeah, that's what happens when you have 3 USB cameras. One of them's going to freeze up, and then you have to go deactivate and activate. Okay, it's just going to happen. And I wanted to like send her, go in chat and say, yeah, I'm also a 3-cam streamer. And yesterday, one of my cameras randomly, the one up here, did freeze up during the music segment. By the way, I've got some new technology I'm unveiling during the music segment today. If you don't catch it, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just gonna say, if you watch carefully, you might see some special effects during my 3-cam and my transitions thing. I've been working on it. All right, this looks like a more modern. Well, as I say, if you we're not going to start that for another like 10 minutes or so. But then, yeah, even if you stay up for a bit, I'll make sure you see what I'm talking about. You can tell me whether you think it's cool or not. But I basically, I'm not going to say it. I'll let you know when you'll notice when you see it. All right, this is a beautifully modeled nuclear power plant here. All right, okay, right. So I know exactly where I am. It's the Walsum, W-A-L-S-U-M, the Walsum power plant. Let's see what it says. The first block is going to go off the grid in less than 5 years. The second block is going to go off much later. So this is still operating, although it has 2 blocks that were built at different times, and the older one is scheduled to go off in 5 years. Most of their nuclear power plant is going to go off. The area around this power plant is very, let me put it bluntly, dirty and littered. Of course, that doesn't stop me from taking beautiful pictures. This guy takes some nice pictures. Okay, according to this, it's a hard coal-fired plant and not a nuclear power plant. Why it needs that large cooling tower, I guess it's a thermal power plant. It is not nuclear. Okay, that's I guess again, just because it has a cooling tower doesn't mean it. All nuclear power plants have these water cooling towers, and that's what they are. But I guess it's needed for other kinds of plants too. Usually, that really looks like a nuclear power plant to me. Actually, no, that's where the coal is stored. Okay, so this could be fossil fuels. I just think that's a very unusual design too. I mean, it's cool. I like it. And it's got like water. Barges can come in from the water and bringing the fuels. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to check this out, but I thought it must be a nuclear power plant, but it is not. There's a lot in Germany. There's probably ones around here. Well, this was a free download. It's basically something that allows me to apply motion. Okay, I'm spoiling it a little bit. It's not that big a deal, but it lets me trigger using my foot pedal. I can trigger motion in certain scenes of my the inset camera. Okay, so I can apply a track, starting and an ending location, and then it can go there and then back when I toggle it. And so I've started to do those, and I have to kind of right now I have to manually trigger them. Which I think is good, because I think they're, I don't want to get too flashy on the effects, but, I'm always trying to keep myself interested. You can see here, by the way, what's going on here is this is true of a lot of rivers. Anytime there's elevation on the river, the simulator doesn't handle it well. It doesn't handle water smoothly going down an elevation change. So anytime there's rivers, because rivers do change elevation over their they got to flow downhill. I think we should land around here. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. We're going to test the... I forgot to turn off the... Wait, why did this... I forgot to turn off the... This happens. This happens every time. I thought I figured out the fix for it, though. All right, hold on a second. It's fine. It won't... It's... What was it? Fuel pump not being on? Yeah, no, it was a different plane that I was able to fix this on. You didn't want to have the ignition on, but This is fine. That's interesting. Kinda. I thought I'd figured this one out. It has an issue where over time the battery goes out. Or it's not. It's either draining the battery or the alternator is not hooked up. But it should be. Oh yeah, can you fix it that way? I don't think so. Yeah, that might just go off again, but let's just see. What's it say there? TAWS test, that's fine. It was fine. Anyway, I'm always interested in how the technical aspects of these planes, but these are experimental planes. I'm not sure really even exist in the real world. All right, we'll come up here. This is pretty. We're just gonna land around here somewhere. I'm just interested to see if the electronics stay on. All I did was Control E, which is basically automatically start everything. But there's no like hidden switches or anything. It's very simple controls. So yeah, it's just a plain bug. Yeah, that 40, I was able to start it up before. I wondered if it's been updated or I just got unlucky. That Curtis P40. All right, let's. We're going a little fast for this. We're gonna put some flaps down, and the thing we got to remember is that as soon as we hit the water, we got to hit the water rudder down, but not before, so that we can turn. Okay, flaps to full. What's our speed? We're still going kind of fast. We kind of want to be at kind of the top of the green range, so closer to 45 than 50. That's 50. We want to land at about 45 or so. It puts out a little stream, I believe, nicely. No. But just sort of a wake there. Actually kind of has cool wake effects. All right, water rudder. Oh, I got distracted. Water rudder. Now we can turn. Okay, water rudder goes down, so now we can turn the boat. Turn the plane as a boat. Like we're a boat. It's kind of cool. Otherwise, you would not be able to do that because you see there's no vertical stabilizer, really. Well, there is, but it doesn't get a lot of air from the propeller. Yeah. But there's a little thing on the bottom there that comes down from the bottom. Can we open up the canopy? I'm feeling a little... Is it up here? Is there... Yeah, up here. Push. Let's push. I pushed it. Doesn't seem to want me to push it. If I do this... From like here. Can I push it from here? Yeah. Some places it'll let you push it from like that. Canopy opens forward like that, which is cool. All right, but it's good. I'm going to switch to the guitar. I'm going to play some songs, and I'm going to show just before you go to bed what I'm doing, what I did. I'll just do a demonstration of it, because I haven't decided whether this is something that's going to enhance my stream or not. But it's just, it's fun to experiment. As I said, I'm always messing with stuff that might cause things to crash, because why not? Once I got it where I like it. Can we shut off the engine here now? Let's say turn this to off. There's the engine shut off, so we should not keep going too much more. We can still steer, which is nice. It's like a golf course over there, maybe. All right. And then we can turn this up. I don't know why it doesn't want to keep it going all the time. Interesting. Yeah, it's pretty around here. This is Germany. But they do a good job. I mean, I got all the this is why, you know, you see the reflections and stuff in the water. I have like all the everything turned to max on the graphics. Just you can turn that stuff down, but I don't want to. That's why it's all jerky sometimes when I'm flying around. But that's the fun thing. Okay, so can I get a screenshot? Does it say Kench on it? Oh, it does right there. Kench 999. Okay, it says Kench 999. We got that open. It's a decent set. It's got some sky there. Oh, I think we got a screenshot I'm thinking of. Hold on. How about? Yeah, that's gonna be good. All right, can't do all that here. Screenshots enabled. All right, end of the screen. Okay, seriously, it is time. By the way, is anybody on my YouTube talking to me? No, thank goodness. I hate to say I ignore them. It's a short amount of. I have to get a little more Diet Coke. I'm also going to bring my guitar. Well, I'm going to hook it up. It's right over there. Just going to take a minute or two. So listen to some classical music while I do that for about 2 minutes. Okay, bring this a little bit here. Might be a little better. Lower. There. How's that? Okay. I do not have a pretty. I have a purple. I mean, first of all, my guitars are always good looking. This is a fantabulous looking, beautiful guitar. I gotta say. There's a difference. You're right. I guess there is a difference. Today's guitar is the Epiphone Les Paul. I have Gibson Les Pauls. Yeah. I have that purple guitar. It's kind of sparkly if you look at it. And I have a red guitar that's candy apple red. I mean, all my guitars have a different look. Most important thing is you have the right strap for the right guitar. So this strap, you can't really tell. You can tell here. The important thing is this is a heavy guitar, so this strap is extra padded. All right. So if say I'm gonna play. Say I'm playing. I got my foot pedal over here. So this is my opening scene. I'm going to talk a little bit about how I kind of see the thing. This might call guitar playing or music playing 2-cam. So 2 cameras, my main camera, which I've set now. You know, I can set it up for part 2 of the show. Part 1 of the show has me centered. Part 2 of the show has me on this side. Just having to not have to touch the camera. So as you know, so I can show you here. Part 1 has the main camera. This is I'm looking into the camera. That's how my blah blah blah. How are you guys doing? But then I go part 2 of the show is going to be specifically always with me, kind of in this part of the frame for the main camera, for the front camera. All right. So and then I can hit my button here, and this goes to transition. So this is picking a different scene every 8 seconds or 9 seconds with a 1-second transition. And some of these scenes I have turned on this new mobile. It's called Motion, a new motion. Well, right. If I had to do that every time, I would be freaking out. So I've mostly found out using the utility I have, it sets all 3 cameras. But when I click that thing, it set all 3 cameras, all to not autofocus, right? So I have to worry about autofocusing. I've never had to worry the correct exposure for the way I light my show. You haven't seen any of the ones that have the transitions yet. I'll manually choose them if it doesn't show them. What's this thing tuned? Better. Right, that's a good point. You have to move it. Now the same thing is true. Sometimes I do shows occasionally I do shows in the studio back there, and then I have to move one of my cameras. I have to put an extension on and put it way up high, and then I have this other wireless camera. Okay, so this one here, this is the motion transition. So you imagine that I triggered it with the foot pedal. It's not automatic, and I can have it go back. But okay, so that scene has it. The other one is the 3-camera scene, which is more dramatic, which I'll show you when it comes up in a second. It's random, so I don't know when it's going to come up. When it was, I'll trigger what it does for that, and I don't have to do it, so it can just do things. So watch. So this is the 3-camera. I think it's too fast, but it kind of interchanges them. You can go back. It's what you call a special effect. So what you can do is on each scene, you can set up a motion filter, and the motion filter takes one of the things on one element of the scene. So let's say one camera view, and then you can move it from one place to another, and you can set it to be triggered by a hotkey, and effectively have my thing. That one doesn't have that, but I don't have them on all the scenes. I only have 2 of the scenes, like this one here. So I can, but I don't know if this is going to improve the quality of the show. Plus, having to think about having to go, oh, which scenes do I have set up that have that transition? And then I have to push my middle pedal. Okay, that one does. This one just kind of goes up. There's kind of an acceleration factor. But I would like if maybe it could like twist or something like that on the way up or something. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing today, is experimenting with different ways that I can add this little motion filter to existing scenes that I have set up. There's 6 scenes that I have that is going through for this transitions, and it does it randomly. All right, so let's sing an actual song. By the way, how are you doing, Mihalia? Good to see you in YouTube. I always get I do as I like to say I get I like to do YouTube because it has more reach to people I don't know. I get my show gets recommended in people's homepage based on YouTube's algorithms. I know it's kind of thing. They don't necessarily stay long, but they're always good to see you. If you're on my YouTube, be sure to smash that like button. that and if, subscribe for free and all that stuff. All right, hey, I should start doing the actual music show here. What are we gonna do? We'll sing a little song. I listen to the wind of my soul. Where I'll end up, well, I think only God really knows. I sat upon the setting sun. I never, I never needed water once. I never, never. I listen to my words, but they fall far below. I let my music take me where my heart wants to go. I swam upon the devil's lake. I'll never, I'll never make the same mistake. No, never, never. Thank you very much. Thank you, Cat Stevens song. I was playing Cat Stevens on the keyboard all day yesterday. It was a little rough, but I really enjoyed playing his songs on the guitar or the keyboard. But tomorrow we'll do a regular Ken's Lounge music stream where I'm not just memorize songs. I'm not going to be reading any music at all. Maybe lyrics, but not music. Hi, Cap. Just gonna play a little guitar stuff. Okay, Spaceman, right? Okay, let me bring up the lyrics. I'm almost memorized Spaceman, by the way, by now, because I played. By the way, last time I was here, somebody asked for Crazy Train, Ozzy Osbourne Crazy Train, and I was like, I think I know that song, but then Crazy Train is literally the most famous Ozzy Osbourne song. But anyway, I might be able to learn that one, but I just want to do this. But it goes like this. I'm really loving this song too. I love playing it. Is that a good tone? It'll have to do. you. It started with a low light. Next thing I knew, they ripped me from my bed. Then they took my blood type. Left a strange impression in my head. Know that I was hoping that I could leave this star-crossed world behind. Then they cut me open. I guess that changed my mind. And you know, I might have just flown too far from the floor this time. 'Cause they're calling me by my name, and they're zipping white light beams, disregarding bombs and satellites. That was the turning point. Oh, what a lonely night. Star Maker says it ain't so bad. Dream Maker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. Well, now I'm back at home and I'm looking forward to this life I live. You know it's gonna haunt me. The hesitation to this life I give. Now you're gonna draw the clothes over. You're caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. You better look it over before you make that leap. And you know I'm fine, but I hear those voices at night sometimes that justify my claim. And the public don't dwell on my transmission, 'cause it wasn't televised. That was the turning point. Oh, what a lonely night. Star Maker says it ain't so bad. Dream Maker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. Star Maker says it ain't so bad. Dream Maker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. My opposition systems are vocally addressed. They say the Nile used to run from east to west. They say the Nile used to run from east to west. I am blind, but I hear those voices at night sometimes. Star Maker says it ain't so bad. Dream Maker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. Star Maker says it ain't so bad. Dream Maker's gonna make you mad. Spaceman says everybody look down. It's all in your mind. Okay, so the music, that song I kind of got down here. The music for this song I'm really excited about learning more. It goes like this, right? Where does it start here? This is the Portugal Man song. This is a great song. I want to learn some of those songs too. We don't need no modern Jesus. No love for us. Wait. It's not a very hard song to play, but I've got those chords down. And the plan is, by the way, Yusuf, are you still here? Yusuf Salim, Yusuf, are you still here? Thank you so much. One of my favorite people, well-known YouTube fan, and Sadie over there. Sadie with a heart in her name on YouTube has said hello, and I would like to respond to that by also saying hello back to you, Sadie. And I always think of when I see the name Sadie, Sexy Sadie. It's a Beatles thing, okay? But yeah, so I'm getting the song down to the point where I can hopefully kind of sing the lyrics to it. It's a really intense song, by the way, both the lyrically and both what the lyrics are. And I've been watching the video for that song for for Modern Jesus, and I watched it a few times and I'm like, okay, and now I can't watch it anymore. It's just too much. It's one of those videos where they shove anything in there that might get a reaction out of you or people, which is fine. But there's some stuff in there that you don't want to see over and over again, or even one time really. But the music is great, so I have it on because I've been learning it off of YouTube. I'll put it on YouTube and I'll on my TV and my sound system back there. So that's why it sounds really good. Let's see, what's the next song I wanted to make sure I got done. So we still have we still have the Killers. We still have the other one I like to do. Have I memorized the lyrics to this one? Probably not. Let's just bring them up in case I need to refer to them. Right, exactly. It's not. Yeah, it's like, like most musicians, most who do music, they focus on the music, they focus on performance, they focus on live performance. They let the music company hire a director to do the music video, and they basically come in at the last second when the director says, "Can you come in to shoot your lip sync vocals?" And that's the last they know. The last thing, they're like, "Fine, let somebody else be creative with a song and interpret it however they want to, and make it visual." Exactly, make it visual. And it's fine. Same thing with the Killers. Their music videos are kind of low budget and kind of cheesy, and the songs are really not. They're really well maintained. Back here, so I can trigger this. Did my best to notice when the call came down the line up to the platform of surrender. I was broad, but I was kind. Sometimes I get nervous when I see an open door. Close your eyes, clear your heart. Cut the cord. Are we human? Or are we dancer? My sign is vital. My hands are cold. And I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Or are we dancer? Pay my respects to grace and virtue. And my condolences to good. Give my regards to soul and romance. They always did the best they could. So long to devotion. You taught me everything I know. Wave goodbye, wish me well. You gotta let me go. Are you human? Or are we dancer? My sign is vital. My hands are cold. And I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Are we dancer? Will your sister be alright when you dream of home tonight? There is no message we're receiving. Let me know, is your heart still beating? Are we human? Or are dancer. My sign is vital. My hands are cold, and I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Are we dancer? Are we human? Are we dancer? You know, my singing, it's not good, but it's getting better. It's getting better singing every day, you know, like this. It's kind of an experiment because back, I think when I started 6 months ago, I sang, but not as consistently as I have been. And just because I'm, you know, and mainly because I enjoy it and I'm trying to provide some content for the show. But my dream is that at the end of the year, which is not till August, that I have noticeable improvement because I still feel like I'm about a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10, where you know Taylor Swift is probably an 8.5. You know what I mean? It's a tough scale, but I'm still. I'd like to get to be maybe a 6 or a 7 on that scale, like a professional singer scale. So that's quite a ways to go. Because I started off at about a 3. I'm about a 5 now. And my goal is to get to maybe 6.5 or 7. And remember, I'm rating Taylor Swift as an 8.5. There are better singers than Taylor Swift out there, so she cannot be a 9 or a 10. You know what I mean? There, you know, Ella Fitzgerald is a 10 or 9.8 or whatever, right? The classic singers. I like pushing my button and making that happen. All right, what else are we gonna do here? What else are we gonna do? I'm gonna check my tune, which I like to do around now. All over the place. All right, that's probably better. Okay, I want to play that Lindsey Buckingham song. That is a finger picking song, and it's way up here. And I don't need to sing it. I like just playing those. That's less than the way I always have trouble practicing. Good night. Good night, Mistress Moore, Siobhan. Good night. Thank you for dropping by the stream. Thank you for checking out my new experimental features. Both of you, you know. Yeah, it's only 1 p.m. here, but it is late in South Africa. So, as always, I will go to bed early, so hopefully I can catch your stream tomorrow. I do not want to miss any of your Mistress Moore's amazing streams. We're not 1 minute of them. I'm gonna take around on my little guitar for another 20 minutes or so. Let's put that down here. Something in the way she moves looks my way or calls my name. It seems to leave this troubled world behind. Guess I'm feeling down and blue, troubled by some foolish game. She always seems to make me change my mind. And I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now, almost all the time. If I'm well, you can tell she's been with me now. She's been with me now quite a long time, and I feel fine. Every now and then the things I lean on lose their meaning. I find myself careening to the places where I should not let me go. She has the power to go. No one else can find me. Yes, and to silently remind me happiness, the times that I've known. Lord, it's there, I just got to go now. Is it what she's got to say? How she thinks or where she's been? To me, the words are nice the way they sound. Guess I hear them best that way. It doesn't much matter what they mean. Well, she says they're mostly just to calm me down. I feel fine anytime she's around me now. Well, she's around me now almost all the time. And if I'm well, you can tell that she's been with me now. She's been with me now quite a long, long time. Yes, and I feel fine. All right, a little quick tune here. One thing I've noticed so far is, I have plenty of Diet Coke left, so we're gonna have to. Cheers. Get some of that down. So far, in the musical section, all three cameras are performing flawlessly. So thank you. Knock on fake wood here. Thank you, cameras, for not. None of them are frozen, basically, is what typically happens. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. My mother, tell your children not to do as I've done. Spend your life in sin and misery in the house of rising sun. Where there is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. Woohoo! Woohoo! What's gonna be my closer song today? What is gonna be my closer song? Oh, wait, hold on a second. Read some quick mail here. Blah blah blah. Nothing there. No useful information on that particular email. Oh. Hold on 1 second. Nope. Okay. Last song of today. Tomorrow, you know what? More songs. I will be playing Flight Simulator, followed by a keyboard stream tomorrow. So we have that to look forward to that too. And it's going to be basically a typical Ken's Lounge stream with just memorized songs. No playing, no trying to follow fake books or anything like that. Let's see if I can do this right. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, saw a shimmering light. Head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. Had to stop for the night. As she stood in the doorway, heard the mission bell. I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she lit up a candle, she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor, I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. There's plenty of room at the Hotel California. Any time of year, you can find it here. Midas Tiffany Twisted, she's got the Mercedes Benz. She's got a lot of pretty, pretty boys that she calls friends. How they dance in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, well, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain, said, please bring me my wine. Hasn't had that spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away. Send you up in the middle of the night, well, just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. And it's a one lovely place, such a lovely face. We're living it up at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise. Bring your alibis. Mirrors on the ceiling, ink champagne on ice. And she said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. In the master's chambers, gathered for the feast. Guys stabbed her with their stealing knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember was running for the door. I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Relax, said the nightmare. We are programmed to receive. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. Long solo. Oh my goodness. Wow, it was fun. It was fun. I know, I'd like playing Hotel California. That wasn't good, but it was fun. See what I mean? See what I did there? Okay, so let me just restore myself to this image here. And finally, to this image here. Watch this here. Whee! And back to the front-facing situation. Yeah, none of my cameras stopped working the entire time, so I feel like my technicals are okay. OBS didn't crash. I have this new plugin that does those motion things on command, and who knows, I might leave those in. I might just expand the feature and make it crazier. I might just go, I've got as far as I can go, really, with the tools that are at my command to make the stream interesting from a visual sense, you know what I mean? Rather than just, because I'm just a guy sitting here playing the guitar, ultimately. How visually interesting could that be? Compared to some of these e-girls, they need 3 cameras, I want a clam cam and a butt cam and a face cam, all right? You know what I mean? You need that. I'm just rambling on now. By the way, here's the part of the show where I do the following. Oh, man, that feels good. And the following. Oh. It's fine. First, a toast to today's show. That was nice. That was nice. Somehow the time goes so quickly. Really, an hour and 40 minutes goes like boo. I feel like I just hit go play. Got to chat with some good people I know. Got to say hi to some people I don't even know that well. A couple people I do on YouTube. By the way, if you're watching me after the fact on a YouTube VOD, do be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. I do this content pretty much every day, except for Tuesdays, on a daily basis. Very similar, but first half is going to be Flight Simulator, second half is me playing music, but tomorrow would be keyboards, because we alternate. Oh, excuse me, let me have a Diet Coke here. But I got something very, very important I need to say to everybody that I've never said before. So gather around now. My show is a lot like the Carol Burnett show, the variety show from the 70s, except that instead of Harvey Korman, Tim Conway, Lyle Wagner, and the incomparable Vicki Lawrence, you get none of those people, and you also don't get Carol Burnett, but you do get me doing this. I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh and sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. And she did this every time. Thank you very much for coming to my show. See you all next time, like tomorrow.